Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is English News Bulletin with me, Rachit Kimre. The top stories first. UML leader Bhim Rawal demands letter related to FPP made public, accuses the government of inviting foreign intervention. NRB governor says Russia-Ukraine war has impacted Nepal's economy. The governor urges everyone to work together to improve the ailing economy. Parliament Day observed in Nepal. Lawmakers doubt sovereign parliament will address people's problems. Russia uses Soviet-era missiles to strike Ukraine. Inaccurate weapons increases rate of civilian deaths. And Nepali cricket team to visit Australia in September. Can organizes the tour when matches in Nepal is not possible due to rainfall. And now the news in detail. CP and UML lawmaker Bhim Rawal has demanded the government to make public the documents related to US-sponsored state partnership program immediately. Speaking at a program in Kathmandu yesterday, Rawal said that government must immediately make public the letter it sent to American government in relation to the SPP. He argued that the general public has every right to know the details of the letter. MP Rawal further claimed that government intended to implement the SPP but backtracked after the nationwide protest. He also accused the incumbent government of inviting foreign intervention. He was of the view that the letter sent to US government in relation to SPP breached Nepal's foreign affairs protocol. Nepal Rashtra Bank's Governor Mahaprasad Adhikari has said that COVID-19 pandemic followed by Russia-Ukraine war has caused further challenge to Nepal's economy. Speaking at the oath-taking ceremony of Nepal Chartered Accountants Association on Wednesday, Adhikari said that the impact of Russia-Ukraine war has been felt in Nepal as well. This has also added new challenges to the economy, said Adhikari. The central bank's governor said that the world economy itself was facing crisis and Nepal could not be an exception. As a result, the world has been facing price hike. He was of the view that all sectors need to work together to improve the country's economy. The World Bank has approved $1.03 billion of financing to help improve regional trade in Bangladesh and Nepal by reducing trade and transport cost and transit time along the regional corridors. According to the World Bank, the first phase of accelerating transport and trade connectivity in the Eastern South Asian program will help the respective governments address the key barriers to regional trade. It is expected to remove manual and proper-based trade processes, inadequate transport and trade infrastructure, and restrictive trade and transport regulations and processes. Issuing a statement, the World Bank said that the Phase 1 program will help replace lengthy manual and paper-based trade process with digitalized automated solutions in Bangladesh and Nepal. The automation will enable faster border crossing times and install electronic tracking of truck entry and exit, electronic queuing and smart parking. The program will also help improve selected road corridors and upgrade key land ports and customs infrastructure while ensuring green and climate resilient construction, the statement added. This will help the integration of landlocked Bhutan and Nepal with the gateway countries of Bangladesh and India, it further stated. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. We continue with other national news. A generation of Nepalese have spent their political life to bring parliamentary system. When they join the government, they seem to indulge in non-parliamentary practice rather than institutionalizing the system, a report. Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba, who is accused of dissolving the parliament in 2002, has been criticized for bringing back the ordinance regarding political parties to balance power in August 2021. Deuba, who managed to hold the periodic election at the local level amid fears, said that he was fully committed to institutionalize the parliamentary system and claimed that the federal and state election would be held on time. On the occasion of Parliament Day, former Prime Minister Janata Khanal said that Nepal's parliament, which has gender and proportional representation system, was no less than so-called advanced democratic system in the world. Since the government itself is not accountable to the foreign sovereign parliament, there is enough room for doubt that such a parliament will address the issues of the people. Former Speaker Subhash Chandra Nimong said that the government were more interested in amending the rules and ordinances rather than making laws from the parliament. Referring to the finance minister's case, he also expressed concern that the habit of asking questions in the hope of a way out would be lost if the question raised were not answered. Similarly, former Speaker Ramchandra Paudel pointed out the need for a parliamentary system to prevent the development of the dictatorship and said that discussion of the parliament was an example of authoritarianism. Non-parliamentary practices such as appointing a government without a parliamentary hearing, letting the parliament know only after the government's activities have become a matter of controversy, and arranging the recommendation of the parliamentary committee have been repeated. The reluctance of government representatives to respond and the neglect of committee and parliamentary meetings by members does not appear to have institutionalized the parliamentary system yet. And now the news from economic front. Two more international airlines are ready to operate regular flights from Tribhuvan International Airport. Thai Smile Airways of Thailand is making its flight from July 1 and Sri Lanka Airlines of Sri Lanka from July 6. According to TIA, Thai Smile Airways is operating flight from TIA for the first time, while Sri Lankan Airlines is assuming its flight, which was closed due to COVID-19 pandemic. Spokesperson of the Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal, Jagannath Nirola, said Thai Smile Airways will be operating direct flights between Kathmandu and Bangkok from Friday. According to CAN, the Thai company has received permission to operate flights on all 7 days a week. Similarly, the Sri Lankan Airlines has got permission to operate 7 regular flights in a week. 24 airlines companies, including 2 Nepali airlines, have now been operating international flights from TIA. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. A brigadier general in Ukraine's armed forces has said that Russia is using inaccurate missiles from old Soviet stocks for more than 50% of its strike in Ukraine, and the rate of the strikes has more than doubled in last 2 weeks. Russian missiles have hit an array of targets in Ukraine in recent days, killing at least 18 people at a shopping center in the central city of Kremenchuk. Brigadier General Oleksiy Ramov told a news conference on Thursday that Russia was trying to hit military and critical infrastructure, but that the use of old Soviet-era missiles that are less inaccurate was leading to significant loss of civilian life. His analysis diverged from that of some Ukrainian politicians who accuse Russia of deliberately striking civilians to sow panic. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called Monday's strike on Kremenchuk shopping center a deliberate terrorist attack, and Western leaders and Pope Francis joined him in condemning it, as reported by Al Jazeera. Officials said at least 14 people have been killed and dozens are feared dead after a massive landslide in a remote area of northeastern Indian state of Manipur. Rescue workers battled heavy rains to pull 19 survivors from the rubble on Thursday morning after the landslide at a railway construction site where workers were sleeping in a makeshift camp overnight. The army has been drafted in to join the search, but officials were not optimistic. The chances of remaining people surviving are very thin, considering the fact that the landslide occurred at time 2 a.m. local time. Army helicopters were on standby and assisting in rescue operation at the site of landslide, as reported by Al Jazeera. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Nepal's national cricket team will tour Australia in September for practice matches when playing cricket in the country is not possible due to monsoon. General Manager of Cricket Association of Nepal, Britant Khanal, confirmed that Nepal will tour Australia in September later this year. He, however, said that Nepal's opponents during the visit has not yet been confirmed. The teams and the date have not been fixed yet, said Khanal, adding the main purpose of the tour is to give exposure to the players during off-season when playing matches is not possible in Nepal due to rainfall. Khanal said that CAN is trying its best to fix matches against Australia's A team. However, Australia has said its A team is busy. Therefore, we will try to play against the best team of Australia, added Khanal. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. UML leader Bhim Rawal demands letter related to SPP made public, accuses the government of inviting foreign invention. NRB governor says Russia-Ukraine war has impacted Nepal's economy. The governor urges everyone to work together to improve the ailing economy. Parliament Day observed in Nepal. Lawmakers doubt the sovereign parliament will address people's problems. Russia uses Soviet-era missiles to strike Ukraine. Inaccurate weapons increases death of civilians. And Nepali cricket team to visit Australia in September. CAN organizes the tour when matches in Nepal is not possible due to rainfall. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.